Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about 10 more really awesome kind of hidden details and secret features that you might not have known about that were added in the Grand Theft Auto Online Bikers DLC. So apparently you guys really seem to like these videos because the support on the one I did the other day was absolutely insane. So thank you guys all so much for that. And as always, if you know anything that you might think is kind of hidden or secret, be sure to let us all know in the comment section down below, and you might be featured in a future video like this. But of course, with out of the way, let's not waste any more time. Let's jump straight into it and let's get it started. All right, so the first hidden feature we're going to be talking about today was something that was actually discovered on the GTA forum site, and it actually is a feature of the riding information action. So this is something that's really cool that Rockstar added. It gives you the ability to ride in formation with your other biker members, and it gives you health bonuses and armor bonuses, which is pretty awesome. And there's two ways you can ride in formation. One of them is just kind of like an open formation where it doesn't matter who's in the lead. And then another one is called lead, where the motorcycle president is in front and those who are in the formation are supposed to be behind him. Now, when this action is selected, what's very interesting is the bikes that are following the president are going to be given a speed boost or a speed decrease to match the speed of his bike. So what this can do is actually lead to some pretty funny scenarios. So for example, let's say the guy who's the president or in the lead has the new fastest bike in the game, which is the Hikachu Drag. That'd be pretty cool. And then what if his members that were following him were all in the Faggio mods? Well, guess what? Those guys in the Faggio mods would get a speed boost in actually order to catch up to the president who's using the Hikachu Drag. So obviously you can see what's going to happen here. This leads to some pretty funny scenarios where you've got a guy on a super bike and then you've got guys on Pegassi Faggio mopeds that are literally riding at the same speed. Now, this works vice versa. If the president is on like a Faggio and the other individual is on a, let's say, a Hikachu Drag or a faster bike, he's automatically going to be slowed down to stay within the formation. So you guys can play around with it. I think it's pretty funny, but that is cool how the bikes will get a speed boost inside of the formation in order to catch up. And I think that is actually called formation assistance. It's actually another tab you can select inside of the MC kind of interaction menu. So if you turn that off, I'm not sure what happens. I've always kept it on, but I'm imagining when it's turned on, that's the speed boost we're referring to today. So I thought that was a pretty awesome feature that a lot of people knew obviously about riding information, but may not have known about the speed boost that they receive as well. So now let's move on to two cool Easter eggs that can be found within the MC Clubhouses. The first of which is actually a reference to a lost MC member, and that is Johnny Klebitz. So we all thought Johnny was going to be more involved in this update. He really isn't there at all, but at least Rockstar have included him in one way, and he's actually on the face of this newspaper that can be found in any of the MC Clubhouses. It doesn't matter which one it is or what style you select. So I'm sure that they did this on purpose. These newspapers can be found scattered throughout the world, but they can also be found, inside of the clubhouse and every single one of them as well. So I thought that was really, really cool and a nice reference to Johnny Klebitz. If we also move on to another Easter egg and we go into the bathroom, if you look up on the wall, there's actually a painting of this skull bike. Now, this has actually been in the game for a long time now, not obviously public in the MC Clubhouses, but I think this is Rockstar's nice little reference to what's going to be coming out in this year for Halloween, and that is a new bike. And while it isn't the exact same bike, I want to say Rockstar took some reference from the one they had in game to obviously the one that's going to be coming out in just a few short days or weeks for the Halloween update in Grand Theft Auto Online. So I think that was a nice little bit of foreshadowing there that I thought was super cool. Now, there's also a ton of other Easter eggs in this MC Clubhouse. We might explore them a little bit later on, like phone numbers and such you can call. But for now, those are two pretty big ones that I noticed. And you guys should keep looking around. There's a lot of stuff in these clubhouses that could lead to some pretty cool findings. All right, another cool feature you might not have known about is the different roles that you can assign to the individuals in your biker gang. Now, you probably knew to assign roles, but you might not have known exactly what each one does. And that's right. Each role you assign will actually have different properties and different features. Now, I haven't been able to figure out what these are. In fact, fact, I don't think anyone knows what they are. But I do know that one of the features of the road captain is the ability to actually spawn a buzzard. So I don't know what other particular features this has, but I saw one of my road captains today literally spawning a buzzard. And I was like, how the heck did you do that? And he said, I don't know. I'm a road captain. I guess I can have that feature. So when you are choosing what options to give to players, be cognizant that they do have special abilities. Vice President, Sergeant at Arms, Enforcer, Road Captain. They all have certain different things. So don't just go randomly clicking around, because you don't want to give a responsibility to someone that might not be able to handle it. So once again, that is something to keep in mind right there. All the different roles have unique individual properties. We've just got to kind of find out what they are. So that's very, very interesting. All right, up next, I'm going to be showing you guys this very weird BMX glitch that's been going on in Grand Theft Auto Online. A lot of people have been using this to show off to their friends, and this is actually kind of cool. It's obviously very harmless, and this is something that was shown to me the other day. So if you take a BMX and you hit right bumper to actually go up into the air, and you hold left trigger and right trigger at the same time, sometimes your character will get stuck in the air and will basically just be frozen there, and they'll be able to do spins and whatnot. Now, like I said, this is totally harmless and really doesn't have an impact on anyone whatsoever, but it is kind of cool, and I'm guessing this is something Rockstar will end up fixing pretty soon. So if you want to show off to your friends or just do something cool in a lobby, you can try this new BMX glitch. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can actually have some fun kind of trolling your friends here, doing something crazy like that. So that's a fun little glitch. Now let's move on to another tip. A lot of you guys didn't know either how to do the new bike melee feature or didn't know some of the features of it. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. So for me, I primarily play on the PlayStation 4, so just take a PlayStation 4 controller, compare it to what I'm going to say. Obviously, you need to be on any of the motorcycles in the game. You can do it with any bike. What I have to do is I have to hold down the square button, and then you either hit left bumper or right bumper. So while holding square, you hit left bumper or right bumper, and this will allow you to either kick or swing one of the melee weapons. Now, if you want to kick instead of having a melee weapon, what you need to do is have your fists equipped, and obviously if you want any of the melee weapons, you need to do that. Now, you can, like I said, choose between swinging to the left or the right by hitting the left bumper or the right bumper. Again, for whatever reason, this took me the longest time to figure out, and to this day, I still think a lot of people are confused how to do it. I've been getting tons of tweets and comments. For me on the PlayStation 4, it's holding down the square button and then tapping left bumper or right bumper, and it will allow me to either kick or it will allow me to use one of the weapons. Now, something else you probably didn't know is you can still kick in passive mode. Now, you can't like hurt other players in passive mode, but what you can still do is kick other people in passive mode, so like NPCs or vehicles or cops or something like that. So that is actually a great way to utilize kind of a passive weapon on the bike, so you can use the kicking mechanism even though you're in passive mode to kind of still be able to melee people on their motorcycles. I thought that was pretty cool. If you guys watched my earlier video, I told you how there is a property tax for the new businesses in game. Mine is like $30,000. Well, there's actually a way where you can avoid paying that property tax, and that is to become a CEO. So while you're a CEO, you're still going to have the MC businesses activated, and they'll still be like producing you product, but you won't have to pay the property tax. Now, there is a downside to this. Obviously, you won't be able to do the motorcycle stuff, but if you are bothered by the property tax that you are receiving, one way to avoid it is to become a CEO, and for whatever reason, it's not going to charge you with the $20,000 or $30,000 property tax that you will receive for those businesses. So I thought that was super cool. Also, one other cool thing that I thought was awesome and that you shouldn't overlook is the MC missions that can kind of be done within the heist room. Rockstar have added some cool locations into the game, two of which in particular is the Lost MC Clubhouse. That has actually been opened up, believe it or not. I think that mission is called Cracked. You can go inside, and the Lost MC Clubhouse is like a thing that you can now go in, which is pretty cool, although I do believe it's only during that mission. It isn't during any other time. And also, Tequila La seems to be opened as well, which is a location that was completely completely cut off except during the heist mission, and now for whatever reason during this mission it's been opened as well. So Rockstar have added some interiors into the game. One of them is the Lost MC Clubhouse, which is awesome, and another one is Tequila La, which is super cool as well. All right, and the last kind of hidden and secret thing I'm going to be talking about looks to be something that will be coming into the game very shortly, and that is two things regarding new adversary modes. So this information comes from FunMW2. He's talking about a new adversary mode called Deadline, and he tweets, "Adversary mode Deadline is available. Play Deadline to unlock an exclusive new vehicle and outfits for purchase." So that is a new adversary mode, and that adversary mode allows you to unlock a new bike, the Shotaro, which is kind of like that Tron bike. So this is actually pretty cool. That adversary mode is going to allow us to unlock a new vehicle, which is super unique. We've never seen that before. And obviously new clothing as well. So I'm not sure when that is going to be released. I would imagine sometime within the next couple of weeks or a couple days or two, maybe next Tuesday. I'm not entirely sure. But that's pretty crazy that you have to win an adversary mode in order to get a vehicle. And also there's another Halloween adversary mode coming this year, and that is Angels versus Devils. So the description for this is Angels can only score during the day, Devils during the night. Once a player has scored, kill them during their half of the day to make their team lose a point. Okay, so that sounds pretty interesting. That is a new adversary mode that's going to be coming into the game. Likely that one is going to be arriving with the Halloween update, which of course is about 20 to 25 days away if I had to take a good guess. So anyways, those are 10 secret features and details that you might not have known about in Grand Theft Auto Online regarding the Halloween update. As always, if you found something that either I might know or the majority of people might not know, be sure to leave that in the comment section down below as well. If you did go on and enjoy the video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. We will be doing a stream coming up soon, maybe even two, so stick around for that on my channel. It should be awesome. But of course, without the way guys, like I said, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.